to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another reading. What do the synchronicities mean? I have two piles, or two cards to pick from. Whichever one resonates with you, you can go ahead and pick. That will be your pile. But I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into pile number one. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. You chose Kali Ma's spiritual transformation, and I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get into it. I'm sorry if the audio gets a little bit loud because I am going around this camera and I might have to get close to it. So to reach the cards. So my apologies, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Kali Ma's spiritual transformation is the energy of this pile. I hope that's focused. I hope you guys can see well. I feel like it is, but anyways, that's the energy of this pile. That's the energy of this reading. I would say your synchronicities are definitely, let's be honest. They're talking about, spiritual transformation, a transformation of some sort that's going on with you. So, I would say some of you guys are going through, your second or third awakening. Or not even awakening. It's I would say you guys are just discovering your gifts. Discovering new things about yourself that you didn't know before. That's kind of what vibe I'm getting. I think that the synchronicities are trying to help you come into, your spiritual transformation. But it's also, I guess maybe the synchronicities might also be telling you to chop and remove any energies that are keeping you from spiritually transforming. Because I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to come into the next level and next era of your life. But how can you really get to that next level, next era, if you still got things from the past that are holding you down? So the synchronicities are talking about, cutting off those, cutting off useless energy that doesn't serve you anymore. But it's also talking about, the transformation that you're going through, that you're coming into. And it's also, it's also a confirmation that you are going down the right path. Especially if you think that you're not, you are. So that's what that means. I hope that makes sense. Let's get further into the reading, further into the message. All right. Ooh, I'm gonna need to find a different setup, because this moving around the camera like this is crazy for me, at least. Don't mind my overexposed hands and arms. Let me just move this out the way. Oh well. A part of this spiritual transformation that you guys are going through, you're healing parts of yourself. You're healing parts of yourself that have been ignored. And even just things that, healing situations and traumas that have been reoccurring during this cycle that you're coming into. So that's what that's about. But it's also acknowledging that you yourself need to recognize that you are a healer and that you have a lot of magic within yourself to heal others. And, it doesn't have to be through tarot or, psychic readings or witchcraft. It doesn't necessarily have to be through that. Whatever talents that you have, whatever things that you can do, whatever gifts that have been bestowed upon you in this lifetime, or tools that can heal others and you. So I would say the synchronicities are also kind of pointing towards you need to focus on those gifts that you have. You need to align with that and, I guess keep, what's the word for it? Keep, embarking on those gifts, but also recognize that the gifts that you have are for a reason. They're to heal others, to heal yourself. And if you don't know already, then you are a healer, you are a healer. And maybe that's also a part of this spiritual transformation, just recognizing that you can heal others, that you have gifts, spiritual gifts, and also just gifts that may not be considered spiritual that still can be used as a tool to heal others. You need to recognize that. But like I said at the beginning with the, cutting off the energy that doesn't serve you, when you're cutting off, these things that are holding you back, you're healing yourself. You know what I mean? So that also, I guess, plays into that. And like I said, the gifts that you have, the talents, the things that you like to do, the things that bring you joy, the things that, you love eternally are here for a reason. Those things that you deeply love are loved for a reason, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense with what I'm saying. You have gifts for a reason, and the things that you gravitated towards throughout your childhood or throughout your life, that's a part of your divine purpose. You know what I mean? That's just the universe aligning you with that divine purpose. You know what I mean? And it happens in childhood, you know what I mean? You just naturally gravitate towards what's a part of your purpose, you know what I mean? So there's that, but I think you also just need to recognize, for the most part, I really do feel that you need to recognize just the power that's within you. And recognize, the fact that you can heal yourself, that you can grow. For anyone who feels like they're stagnating, I guess, I'm not gonna say I guess, I know. The reason why you are stagnating is because, you're failing to kind of recognize what needs to happen, which is that you need to let go of the past and people who aren't in your best interest, people who aren't helping you get to that level of spiritual transformation that these synchronicities are telling you needs to happen. You need to let go of that, and you need to just recognize the magic that's within you. Because if you recognize that magic, if you start recognizing and claiming that power that you have, then things will start moving in life, all right? You're never going to be moving and going up and getting to the next era and level if you keep holding on to the things that drag you down. But yeah, you guys have a lot of power within yourself. I know a lot of you guys know that, but it's a confirmation. It's a confirmation. If you do, and if you don't, then now you know. So, let me get a drink. Let's get further into this message with the tarot cards. Okay. I hope you guys can see that. I highly doubt you can. So let me just move it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, see, you guys are powerful master magicians. You guys have a lot of gifts, talents, things that have been bestowed upon you in this lifetime for a reason. Like I said, to heal others, but also even to heal yourself. But with the magician, I really look at the magician in several ways. For one, with the magician card, it's also a card of you can essentially change your own life with your own magic, with your own choices, affirmations, with even like the words you speak, like I said, if I said that before, you can change your life because everyone has that magic within them, within the language that we speak, to create things and manifest events and our reality around us. You can get to that next era and level in your life by, I guess, claiming that power. A lot of you guys need to claim that power to get to that next level, all right? But also just recognize, like I said, with the 3 other cards that we looked at, that you guys are a magician, all right? You are a healer and you have so much magic within yourself to heal others. And this is ultimately a part of your divine purpose. And with the Empress, creativity. Creativity, you have a lot of strong suits in that type of field. So recognize that and go towards pursuing that instead of pursuing things that really aren't, in line with your divine purpose. So, if you are a girl, you are a very powerful master empress, high priestess, whatever you want to say. But you have a lot of power within yourself, within your ovaries, within your portal. You have a lot of power within that you need to recognize and explore with the Empress. But the Empress overall really just talks about, creative power as well. And the Empress and Magician are aligned with each other in a sense, if you really think about it. Because the Magician and the Empress both create. They both have the ability to create the reality around them. The Empress is a creative, and the Magician in one sense is a creative as well. Because he can create, the reality that he chooses to do with the magic that he has. And a lot of you guys just have had maybe even past experiences that have made you doubt your abilities and your magic. But you need to grow past that and stop doubting it because, like I said, this could get you to the next level of your life. And if you're seeing synchronicities about it, then why would you even doubt it at this point? Because synchronicities are the map to where you need to go. So please, do not deny your power and claim it. And stop being anxious. Some of you guys are literally anxious to claim your power. If it's sex magic, please don't be anxious. I really do feel like if that's what it's talking about with the Empress and even, Aphrodite's card, I really do feel like the media has just obviously, where do I even begin? Like, the media likes to over-exaggerate things, and I feel like the way that they have portrayed sex magic has been pretty over-exaggerated. Or we always just see, like, the negative sides of it. We always see people fucking up, or, just crazy stuff in Hollywood, and it just gets insane, yo. But I feel like at its essence, I feel like, that's just a part of creation. I don't understand why people make it this whole entire ordeal. Mainly because a lot of people use it negatively, but I would say, like, it's a part of creation. And it's just a part of the human race. That's a tool that's within us that should be able to be utilized. And it's something that we shouldn't be ashamed of. We just seem, like, as a race of people, we just seem to be ashamed of that magic that's within us, of the power that comes with creation. That's why maybe in the media we see all that negative stuff about it, because that's the most powerful magic that you can discover within yourself. That's why we see a lot of negative shit about it. But I think that you need to put that aside and stop worrying about what other people are doing, because we live in a crazy world, and we also live in a world that wants you to doubt your abilities. All right? So don't doubt your abilities. And you're just gonna have to also, what did I just say? You're also gonna have to understand that your spirituality is your spirituality. Okay? So it's your choice for what you want to happen. It's your choice ultimately at the end of the day with what happens. I feel like I was going somewhere with it, but I can't like quite say what I need to say. Ultimately, like, the way you look at your spirituality is how it will be. Like, if you look at your magic in a negative light, it's just going to come out to be negative. But, like, I hope that makes sense. You just need to focus on yourself because, like I said, your spirituality is your spirituality. All right. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I might be going in circles with that one. Okay, and extra messages. Extra messages. Right, see, there's shame. There's a lot of shame within the spirituality that you have. You need to stop being ashamed because the synchronicities are telling you, stop being ashamed. That's ultimately holding you back from the next level and era in your life that a lot of you are desiring. So don't. And then this is another confirmation that you are a healer because you got a healing card twice. You are a healer. You can heal other people and you can heal yourself. Don't doubt that ability and claim it because it will be very helpful for you in the future. But also it's very helpful right now. It's helpful right now because healing yourself always improves your quality of life and also will get you to the next level. Do shadow work, and I just feel like for you guys, you just need to recognize that you have that magic within yourself. Like, I honestly just think that's what this all boils down to. You need to recognize that you have a lot of magic and power within yourself, and you need to claim that magic and power. And that's just kind of the end of the story, really. That's why you're seeing all these synchronicities. Because you're scared. And it's okay to be scared. But you need to just recognize that you have a lot of power and stop being so anxious, okay? Because you are a master magician, you are a high priestess or high priest, and you're iconic, okay? I just popped my finger, my bad. And you are a healer, okay? And that's what you're here to do, okay? But first you gotta heal the mindset that you have within yourself to get to that level where you're like on top of the world. Because to get to that next era in life, we gotta do some self-healing and recognize that power, okay? And claim that power. But overall, you're going through a transformation right now, a very powerful transformation. Claim it. And don't be afraid. Just allow it to happen. Because it's all a part of your path. Why would you see a million synchronicities if it wasn't? You know what I mean? So that is your reading. That's your message. I hope it made sense. I haven't done readings in a good minute, so I felt like I was kind of stumbling at the beginning, but hopefully it wasn't ass. But if it wasn't, then feel free to subscribe. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the second pile. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm just yapping, so let's just get into the message. All right. So we have the Three of Cups. And this demon, what is his name? GUSION? I think that's what it is. I tried to research him. He has no lore. Like, zero. And that's just kind of the thing about a lot of these spirits, these Solomonic spirits. They just don't really have a lot of lore. So, there's nothing to say about him. There's not really anything that's that significant of him. And maybe there is. You know, maybe some of you guys actually work with him. Nah, I'm just playing. He seems like a cool guy, you know what I mean? But the Three of Cups is the overall energy of the card and this reading and the synchronicities that you have been seeing. And the Three of Cups is like friendship, you know what I mean? gatherings, getting together, social life, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. So this has something to do with, you know, your social life, community, and things of that nature. So we're going to figure out what the messages, what the synchronicities mean. Sorry that my hand is overexposed. I don't feel like adjusting at this current moment in time. So, let's get into this message. I'm not even going to waste any more time. I'm stuttering. Sorry, I do kind of stutter a little bit. Bear with me. It's not that bad, but it will be happening sometimes, so. That candle might go out, so just ignore it. Anyways. Alright, we get the 5 of Swords. And then we have the 7 of Cups. God, I'm trying to get this to adjust. You can't even see. Great. Okay. I mean, like, I kind of have a vibe of what this message is saying. But I can't lie with you guys, sometimes I will be down on myself as a reader. Let me just be honest and clear with you. I will be doubting myself as a reader a little bit, but let me calm down because I know the message is at hand. Okay, so obviously there's just a lot of, there's some paths, some choices that can be made, okay? A lot of opportunities and maybe things that you want to do. You have a collection of things that you desire to do, goals and dreams and things of that nature that you want to go after, okay? And I feel like some of the synchronicities are telling you that you're seeing, like, some of you guys are settling for less, okay? You're settling for less. You're settling for shitty situations or not so great deals, and if you know that, you know what I mean? Or you're maybe even doubting, like, the things that you can do, the goals. You're making your goals too small, I feel. And it's like, is it even really worth shrinking down your goals? Like, why are you doing that? I feel like a lot of you guys have a lot of goals, plans, dreams, but you're just kind of choosing, like, the easier route or, like, the smaller route because you're scared that it may not work out. You know what I mean? Maybe you're also choosing, like, the smaller or easier route because you don't want people to judge you. You don't want people to judge you for chasing your dreams and doing what you want to do. You know, you're kind of scared of what people will say. And even then, if you were drawn to this deck with, like, the demons and stuff like that, let me just tell you something. Let me just tell you something, whoever's watching this. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that you're probably misunderstood pretty much, like, all of the time. Alright, I mean, so I feel like a lot of you guys are just kind of truncating your dreams and truncating who you are and kind of truncating your options because, first off, you don't want people to judge you. Second off, you don't want people to leave you or hate on you. And third off, you just are kind of used to doing that. You know, maybe you don't really even have a choice, you feel. But you need to why do I keep saying kind of? You need to recognize that your life is all about you, okay? It's not about what other people are thinking. It's not about mom and dad, cousins, siblings, friends. It's not about them. Haters, co-workers, I don't know. It's not about other people but you, okay? Every choice you make affects your life, okay? So this is all about you, alright? You're the one who controls your life. You're the pilot. The spirits, the angels, the demons, your deities, your idols, your friends from the other side, whoever it may be that you talk to, that you're getting your synchronicities from. Listen, they're just along for the ride. They're along for the ride. They're giving suggestions and helping. And healing when need be and protecting. But overall, it's kind of your choice about where you go with things. They're just directing you or trying to help you. It's not really their choice at the end of the day, is it? You know what I mean? So I feel like for you guys, you're just like truncating, you know, minimizing your dreams and kind of making them small, or just making your plans small, or even your goals or things that you want to do, or you're just settling for just the smaller, the more secure routes. Some of you guys are scared of taking risks. Yeah, there's a lot of fear about taking risks. You know, you feel that maybe people are just gonna hate on it. Whatever you want to do. No. Do not be afraid. My battery's about to die, so I'm gonna go change the battery real quick. Let me pause this message. I'm so sorry. I apologize, guys. The camera angle might be a little bit different because I changed the battery. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, you guys are afraid of taking risks. And listen, I get it. I get it 100%, but please don't be afraid. Stop minimizing your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, because the real ones, they're here for a reason, okay? Let's get into the tarot. Let's get into the tarot. Further expand on the message, okay? See, these are goals that you guys have had since childhood, okay? Your childhood, what would I say? Your inner child is partially kind of leading some of these aspirations or dreams that you have. And maybe these synchronicities are actually, that you're receiving are from, you know, your inner child. Or even like a childlike spirit. Maybe some of you guys are a childlike spirit, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, like, you guys are afraid to take risks. That's what it's about. You know, you kind of have a fear about taking risks, and you're just kind of like, is it worth it? Well, the synchronicities are telling you that it's worth it, and you need to stop being afraid, all right? That's just kind of what am I trying to say? That's what it's saying, okay? That's what the signs are about. That's what the dreams, whatever it may be that you're seeing. That's what it's all about. You need to stop being afraid. All right? Because when you're afraid, yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. See, it's just like, maybe it's also the mysteriousness. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this path hasn't been taken before when it comes down to other people, you know, around you. You know, no one has really done this before. And that's also probably why some people might feel negative towards whatever you want to do or whatever it is that you're trying to go after. Some people might feel negative because of that, because they've never done it before and they don't really know how it would be, whatever this is that it's saying. If this is also talking about like spirituality, like, and your goals for growing as a magician, don't truncate your abilities. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what that's talking about, you know, with the moon and that type of energy, that spiritual energy, don't like shrink yourself. Don't underestimate yourself, your abilities. And that's not even like, that honestly applies to even if you're doing something that's not even spiritually related. Like, don't ever underestimate yourself. That's the worst thing that you could ever do. Because the power that you have within yourself, no. Don't ever underestimate that part of yourself. Never. Okay? Don't. But yeah, a lot of you guys are just afraid. And it's okay to be afraid. Like, I get it. Especially if no one has ever really done, you know, the things that you want to do, then I honestly 100% get it. But yeah, you guys are you're meant to do a lot of great things, okay? A lot of great things. And whatever this is, or whatever dreams that you have that you want to go after, you need to go ahead and start going after them and start taking those risks. Because risks, that's the only way. That's the only way to success, okay? You're never going to get successful without taking a little bit of a gamble, okay? Don't gamble. If that's, you know what I mean? If some of you guys are planning on that, don't do that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about like a risk, a little moment where it's like, oh, people might hate me or whatever it may be. Don't be afraid. Don't do anything stupid though. Okay, I'm not advising you to do anything dumb. But sometimes you just need to stop being afraid. Hard to say and kind of hard for you to, you know, what am I trying to say? It's stupid for me to say that. Like, I'm not even in this situation. I'm like, oh, just stop being afraid. But in all seriousness, that's kind of what the synchronicities are saying. Like, why would your angels, your demons, whatever is watching you, why would they tell you to do something if it was going to harm you? You know what I mean? Like, why would, that doesn't make sense. Anyways, so those synchronicities are telling you, dream big, essentially, all right? Dream big or go home. See, you guys are feeling trapped. You're just feeling stagnated. You're feeling like, I'm stuck. But look, there's signs, okay? And it's just a confirmation there are signs that you're receiving that's telling you, hey, the way out of this situation, the way out of this little mini hell that you're going through is by dreaming big and going hard, okay? You can only go hard, or else you're gonna have to go home, okay? Listen, it's all about going hard. Don't ever shrink yourself just because other people may not like what you want to do. Or other people might be afraid. Like, never, okay? Sacrificing for other people, yeah, sometimes it's sweet, you know, sometimes it has to happen. But for me, I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to sound rude, but I'm the most important person in my life because I myself, I'm making my own decisions. I'm living in my own life. So I feel like in my life, I'm the most important person. In your life, you got to put yourself first sometimes, okay? You're the most important person, period. Okay, spirits, they come second. Family comes second. Friends, work, whatever it is, that comes second. You are the most important person in your life, period. Okay, it doesn't matter what happens. You're the most important person. And if you're feeling stagnated, if you're feeling like nothing is happening, you feel stuck. Well, I mean, this is the reason. You're shrinking yourself. You're not following what dreams you actually want to follow. You're just making yourself small because you want to be loved and accepted. And you don't want to cause any chaos. But sometimes you gotta cause a little bit of some chaos to create the new world, all right? Sometimes it just has to happen. You gotta cause a little bit of a shakeup to get to that level that you need to get to, okay? But that's just all a part of the success. That's a part of the story, okay? And your story can't be iconic. It can't be interesting. It can't be anything if you don't cause that shakeup moment, okay? Like, the most boring stories are the stories where nothing shakes up. There's no conflict. There's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Those are the most boring stories. Like, what stories are you watching in Hollywood that have no conflict? Because every single story in the world has a conflict. That's a part of storytelling, okay? Your story, your iconic memoir, or whatever, whatever you want to call this, it can't be interesting if there isn't a little bit of some risk, okay? And you gotta take them, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be worth it. And you gotta stop being afraid and go after the real dreams that you want to chase and stop setting stupid little small goals. Dream big. That's the answer. And that's it. That's your reading. That's what the synchronicities mean. I hope everything made sense. I hope I was clear. I think I was. If you enjoyed it, subscribe. If this wasn't asked, subscribe. And I will see you very soon. Goodbye.